What's going on, guys? It's Gendo here, and welcome to episode 9 of The World's First. And today, Sheffield FC are going to be taking on Scarborough Athletic in the Evo-Stick Northern Premier League. But before we get into that match, we must go over how we've been faring in the league thus far. Let's take a look at the past month and a half and see how we did in our matches. Following the 3-0 defeat to Darlington, we then drew away from home in a very uninspiring fashion against Stamford, 1-1. Stanford getting on the board first in the 67th minute. We answered right back with Loney left wing Liam Thier in the 70th. But overall, both teams did not want to play offense all that much. Stanford only getting 6 shots. We had 4. We had a majority of possession. But like I said, overall, very uninspiring, very uneventful day outside of those 2 goals. We then followed that up with a return back home and a victory for our first of the season against Sutton Coldfield, 1-0. Ryan Newman coming away with the only goal for the team in the 22nd minute, and once again a very uninspiring day as both teams combined for just 10 shots total. We only had 2 of them on target. And just a little bit of fair warning, this seems to have been a trend for most of this month and a half, where we would be playing very uninspiring, just trying to get a result. And while we did hold on to the possession for the majority of the time, 54%, I really want to see more shots taken and more shots on target. We then hosted top 5 team Blythe Spartans and came away with a very surprising point, ending the match in a 2-2 draw. Blythe Spartans getting out on the board first in the 25th and then doubling their lead in the 51st. We didn't get our first goal until Danny Harmon in the 69th minute, and then Ben Turner, after a wonderful corner kick, getting his head on the ball and putting it into the back of the net to knot the match up. Though to be quite honest with you, we deserved nothing from this match. We only took 9 shots, 5 of them on target, and held the ball for only 44% of the time. Our 2 strikers up front, Benny Aguihan and Carl Ashton on the day, did very little in our attacking chances. It was all down to the midfield and the defense to prevent Blythe from getting any more goals after that second one by Ryan Hutchinson. We then traveled to Mickleover and literally stole 3 points away from them as Chris Hall in the 80th minute, after being subbed on for Liam Thier, got himself a goal, after Sheffield as a whole only shot 4 shots total. Mickleover shot almost 20 shots, and yet they still did not get a single goal. The defense played absolutely spectacular today. Liam Mitchell out of his mind in net to make 6 saves. But once again, we still, in this 4-4-2 that I'm implementing, the offense just does not want to click for most of the match, but when it does, in that one brief moment that it actually works, we get ourselves a goal. I don't understand why we can't keep up this performance for a full 90 minutes. But like I said, team on the day, very lucky to get 3 points. And at the end, that's all that really matters, getting us up the table. As I said earlier, brace yourself for a lot of boring matches, and that's exactly what we got against Marine. Once again, another 1-0 victory to us. Joe Fox, the right wing, in the 34th minute. But that was the only shot on target by either side. We had 13 shots combined, only 1 of them being on target, and of course that was Joe Fox's goal. It was just a complete battle of the midfield. Nobody really wanted to go into an attacking position, and when they did, it wasn't really often inside the 18-yard box. I think Marine only had a couple of chances within the 18-yard area. And I guess I could say I'm happy that I'm getting these wins, but at the same time, the team is just not performing to a standard where they should be getting these wins. It doesn't feel like we should be winning. It feels like we should be drawing or worse. I don't know, maybe I just need to continue changing on my tactical tweaks, or hell, maybe stick with one tactic that the team can actually use and develop and work on instead of trying to constantly change. I don't know. I'm racking my brain over this. But in the meantime, if we keep winning, I'm just going to keep going with it. Keep rolling with it. In our first match, where we at least shot 10 shots total on the day, we came away with the victory at home, 2-1 over Frickley. Joe Fox once again getting himself on the board, this time a brace, with goals in the 38th and 63rd minute. We almost had kept the clean sheet, but Ben Snow for Frickley getting himself a goal in the 89th minute. We did have majority possession. This was the first match I can say out of this entire run where we played sort of as a team. I mean, defensively, we kept solid. Midfielders shut it down, and especially Joe Fox getting himself a couple of goals after cutting inside. The only 2 players that I didn't have a lot of faith in were my 2 strikers, Yohan Benyaya and Liam Thier, actually playing up in the striker role today, as Benny Igihan was picking up. Benny Igihan's been picking up ticky-tack injuries through training and has not been playing consistently over the past month and a half, which is really sad because he is one of my star players. I want to try and keep him as fully fit as possible, but if he keeps picking up injuries in training, then that's obviously going to open up more opportunities for Liam Thier, for Chris Hall, for Carl Ashton. But at the same time, they may think about me getting rid of him and selling him, getting rid of his contract, and at least trying to recoup some of that money to spend on more players, to spend on better players, strengthen other areas. Our run of form came to a crashing halt as we traveled away to Nantwich, and at the very end of the match, Harry Clayton in the 86th minute stealing a goal away from one of our defenders. In fact, Jack Johnson was the one who gave away the ball directly to Harry Clayton, went one-on-one with the keeper, slotted it home, and ultimately took away a point. Though to be quite honest with you, no, I can't say we played our best in this match. We played average at best. I felt that we could have come away with a point. 9 shots, 4 of them on target, a little bit more majority possession, but I feel we held down the midfield as best as possible. It's just in that final third, Nantwich coming away with a defensive blunder that in the end was all the difference on the day. Yohan Benyaya's injury was rather superficial. He was only out for a couple of days with a dead leg, so nothing to worry about that. And then our final match in this stretch, another low-shooting day, 6 shots, 3 of them on target, but 2 of them went in for goals as we defeated Curzon Ashton away from home 2-1. Joe Fox getting on the board first in the 4th minute, and then Chris Hall, just 7 minutes from time, getting the match winner. Overall, an above-average day, better than normal, though I still want to see more shots taken, more attacking chances taken, and hopefully in the coming matches, in the coming weeks and months, we can build towards being a solid team. We have the components there already, but we just need to make it all work. Right, so here's the run of form. As you can see, a pretty solid run of form, even if half those matches were rather boring, rather uninspiring, and we somehow lucked away with a victory, especially in these 3 1-0 victories over Sutton Coldfield, Mickleover, and Marine, and especially the 2-2 draw versus Blythe Spartans. But we look to try and continue this on as we are now 6th place in the Northern Premier League as we go into the Scarborough Athletic match. As you can see right here, we have drawn against Ashton United, fellow Northern Premier League team Ashton United, in the FA Cup second qualifying round. The board expect us to make third qualifying round, so hopefully we will perform our best versus Ashton United. And where are Ashton United right now? Down near the relegation zone. They're in 20th place, so I feel like it could be a winnable match, but I'm not going to put all my eggs in one basket. I'm not going to say we're going to win this, we're going to move on to the third qualifying round. I want to actually try and put together a solid team, put together a strong team, and make damn sure that we have the best possible chance we can to win that match and to advance. But that's just 2 weeks from now. Let's get into our match versus Scarborough Athletics, 2nd place Scarborough Athletics. So we're going to be in for a fight today. And of course, that means we're going to be in a 4-4-2 formation to counteract Scarborough's 4-4-2. And the lineup's going to be as follows. Liam Mitchell in net, Coupe, Lewis Kennedy, and Batten along the back line. Our 4 midfielders will be Joe Fox, Ryan Newman, George Smith, and Tom King out on the wing. And sitting up front, we'll have Benny Igihan and Chris Hall, as Yohan Benyaya is out due to fitness, and Carl Ashton not all that great of form over his last few matches. 10 minutes on, and Scarborough Athletic coming through. Oh, great through ball. I can't really fault him for that. I thought the defense would have cut it out, but it was a great through ball in, and it's Scarborough Athletic 1, Sheffield 0, just before the 11th minute. It was a decent tackle from Newman, but the ball went directly to a Scarborough player. Oh, took it round 1 defender, and then shoots it past the second, and then past Liam Mitchell. It was a decent goal for Scarborough. 20 minutes on, a throw in our defensive half, long ball over the top. Chris Hall could not get past the back line. He tries to get it out to Fox, but ultimately cut out by the Scarborough defense. Right into the middle of the pitch, and we do come down with it. King up the left. Ooh, gets it through to Benny Igihan. Benny Igihan holding it up. Oh, actually took a shot. It bounced off the goalkeeper, and Sheffield have knotted this match up. It's 1-1 in the 21st minute. Benny Igihan with the strike. Honestly thought the keeper would have parried this away. He did get a hand on it. Benny just holding it up, but he parries it into the net. What a stroke of luck that is. And what are we going to do here? Smith gets it over to Fox on the wing. Is he going to shoot it? He actually does take a shot and goes far post. And just like that, in a span of 4 minutes, Sheffield have taken the lead. 2 goals to the good, and it's now 2-1 over Scarborough. What a great bit of passing. Defense with the missed header. Fox coming in. He is actually the leading goal scorer on the club and just slots it home. Goalkeeper couldn't reach that. Great shot. We're now at the 38-minute mark, and that was a really bad pass up. Liam Mitchell cutting it out, recycling it, and players getting into positions. What's he going to do with it? Likes to go short. Lewis, try to get it on through. Now defense need to reset. Scarborough content with holding it up on the wing. Defense needs to get it in a good tackle, take him off the ball, and then try and hit him on a counter. That would have been a perfect opportunity, but Tom Batten can't get to it. Knight, good cutout by Lewis Kennedy. Okay, so halftime, and we've been very fortunate to turn around that opening goal by Scarborough with 2 goals in 4 minutes, but now we need to close it down. And right now, defensively, we've been really shaky. From midfield up, we've been constantly putting pressure on Scarborough, but as soon as they get to our back line, that's where we start having problems. So defensively, I'm looking to try and, get them motivated, get them up to tackling, getting to close them down, and hold on to this 2-1 lead. Corner kick to us. Smith elects to go short. Chris Hall goes far post to Lewis. Falls to Fox. Can Fox get another goal? No, goes to Lewis and tried to take a short angle shot, but we do get another corner out of it. We did make a couple of saves. We did make a couple of subs. Defensively, Long King has come in for Lewis Kennedy, and Brad Riley has come in for George Newman. Now, Riley, once again, let's go short. 71st minute, decent chance on top of the box. Riley has to go back out to Coupe. Coupe, I think I'm going to have to sub him out. Hall bounces off the post. Benny's there. Benny off the keeper. And it gets cleared away. We had 2 good chances there. We could have added to our lead, but off the post and then off the keeper. Rather unfortunate. And with 15 minutes left to go, I'm going to make my final sub. It really is going to come down to either Kieran Coupe or Kyle Lewis because both of them looking tired and looking like they both need a rest. Jack Johnson is my only defensive player left on the bench, and I guess that's going to force my hand. Coupe is out, Jack Johnson in for the last 15 minutes in stoppage time of the match. 14 minutes to go. King coming up the wing. Falls to Fox. Into Hall. Chris can take had a good chance there. Another good chance. Other end of the pitch now. 11 minutes to go, and Scarborough have themselves an attacking chance. He's through! Oh my god, I thought that was a goal. It looked like a goal. 5 minutes left. Goal kick. We do come down with it. Benny out to Hall. Can we turn it into a goal? Smith. Decent pass up to Fox, who finds Iggy. Oh, just wide. All these missed chances. We've had 6 clear-cut chances on the day. 3 minutes of stoppage time on the clock, and we just have about 30 seconds left. Oh, needed to clear it further. Is corner offside? Doesn't matter if he was. Liam Mitchell with a good save there. We just need to hold on to the ball. Time waste for the last 20 seconds, and we should come away with a victory over the second place team in the league so far. And that should push us up into the playoff spots after just 10 matches. And there it is, full time. Sheffield 2, Scarborough Athletic 1. That sees us after our first 10 games with 6 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses, 20 points overall, just 1 point off the top, which is a really good place to sit. And my thoughts are correct. We are into the playoff zones. I thought there was one more automatic spot, but only the league winner will get automatic promotion into the Vanarama North, and the 2nd through 5th place will have to go through playoff spots. So being in this right now is absolutely amazing, but we still have 3/4 of a season left to go. So once again, can't really put all my eggs in one basket because we don't even know if we're going to be promoted this season. And with that said, let's take a look at the schedule and see what we have upcoming. And of course, we have our 2nd qualifying round against Ashton United in the FA Cup. We may have a 3rd qualifying round, but we'll have to see where we go from there. But just taking a look down the list, Kingsland, Matlock, Workington, Northwich, Spalding, Skelmersdale, Stelridge, Colwyn Bay, Hyde United. Actually, I think this will be the best time for us to come back since there are 2 teams that are sitting right around the mid-table, aren't doing all that bad, but also not that very good, and I could see 2 possible wins coming from this. So, actually, if I stick to my normal schedule, it'd have to be just 1 match, and with that said, we might as well make it Colwyn Bay. We'll give it against the Welsh team. Colwyn Bay away from home on the 29th of October. So, with that in mind, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. Any comments, suggestions, questions, anything else, please leave in the comment box below. But as always, this is Gendo, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and peace out.